get some more.
I know that we talked about Bam's rapid ascent. Another, fighter that had like an ascension was Jake Paul. What are your thoughts on him and what he's done the last 2 to 3 years?
I think what he's done is just something that fighters should learn from instead of like saying like, oh, he just started boxing and he's gaining this much money and this much attention. Instead of like hating or like criticizing that, you should learn from it. Learn from it and see what he does with social media and how he was able to generate those numbers and make that much money. You know, if he brought all his followers from YouTube and put them into boxing, and he's actually risking his life, and he's actually learning the sport and making money, our props to him. But it's also like a wake up call for boxers that like to be quiet and it's okay to be humble. You know, you could, but now in the era that we're in, you need to be a little bit more outspoken and be more on social media and have people get to know you and see you and like see you. I don't know, just kind of follow his footsteps. Learn from him. Yeah. You know, he got a YouTube channel just doing crazy stuff and got him a lot of followers, and he's outspoken and speaks his mind, and sometimes people pay attention to that. Yeah. And it works. Yeah. So in this generation we're in, you have to be like that to be somebody. We just how being out there, you have to put yourself out there a little more, but putting yourself out there more, you get criticized more. There's a lot of backlash, but you just have to learn how to deal with that. How we were speaking earlier, you just kind of have to have tough skin and not let that get to you.
Yeah. Last time we talked about, you told us about your affinity for wrestling, WWF. Just talked about entertainment. What are your thoughts also on a Blair Cobbs who mixes a little bit of that WWE entertainment with boxing?
I mean, it got him attention and it got him some big fights, but he kind of stopped doing it after he lost. That's the backlash. The backlash of being outspoken and being outgoing. Sometimes when you fail, that makes you like hesitant to be like that again, because you're like, man, the backlash sucks. Yeah. So that's part of putting yourself out there. That fighters don't want to be that fighter that puts yourself out there, then get that backlash. Like
an Adrian Broner.
Yeah,
like
exactly. Yeah. Okay. So even Adrian Broner, way after. Like he was supposed to get big fights. He still got big fights because he draws a lot of attention. He's funny to watch, and he always puts on a show, and he does funny stuff. But he puts himself out there. Sometimes he loses, but he still puts on a show. Yeah. He got the Pacquiao fight, fought Mikey, fought Maidana, fought a lot of big names, and made a lot of big money. And the times he lost, he got a lot of backlash. But I mean. Yeah. He's well off.
Do you consider yourself a fighter that talks shit, or you're usually just...
Kind of. I mean, I've learned to start speaking my mind, even though I say everything respectfully and I'm not lying, even if people take it as trash talking, whatever I say, I'm not lying. So, well, at least it's not a lie to me, or I feel like it's correct, and a lot of people agree with me. So, so it kind of goes hand in hand with everything. Like, at least I'm speaking my mind, and people agree as well. Sometimes things that people don't want to say, but I learned I have to speak out a little more. Yeah. But I try to say it respectfully, but I speak my mind.
Yeah.